Hi everyone, it's Kuya Mike and welcome to another video where I normally read your emails and give my opinion on a matter, but this time I'm going to do things a bit differently where I am going to try to entertain you with a bit of story time from the past. So firstly, I want to apologize for a delay in videos because I have just been in the process of moving houses. I've moved into a new place, so the background is slightly different. Now you're not going to see my bed in the background. Happy days, because now I've got a little office space. It's great. So, story time. Firstly, I want to bring up this orange shirt that I'm wearing. Last time I wore this shirt, it was for this Uncle Roger Halloween challenge. I'll just play it a little bit here. So, what do I want to tell you about this orange shirt? Basically, a lot of my friends were like, oh cool, you got yourself an Uncle Roger shirt. And I was like, no. Firstly, I like the color orange. And secondly, my first orange shirt like this got ruined like about 10 years ago or less because of something that happened at a party. Now this is where story time begins. So the last time I had an orange shirt, I don't know why, but I thought it'd be appropriate to wear it to a party. So I went to a party, dude in the orange shirt. I was like, really? Usually people wear black or try to look sexy, but I was just there trying to be real simple. I was wearing shorts. Bear in mind, I was in the Philippines at the time, so it was quite hot. So anyways, we turned out to our friend's party. He's got a lovely, beautiful house, and in his garage space, we can fit about 8 cars or something like that. There were these 3 super long tables, and I was wondering to myself, there are 3 long tables, yet why is the one in the middle empty? So we had on the side, on the left, all the guys, on the right, all the girls for some reason. And I only knew the birthday celebrant, and I was there with my best friend. So she and I decided, you know what, let's go sit in the middle because we don't really know anyone. So we went to go sit there. She asked me to stay at the table because she was going to go get some drinks. So the guy hired out a minibar. When she went to go get drinks, someone who I actually didn't realize was there, that I knew, was like, oh, hey, Mike, yeah, cool. And yeah, she joined our table. And then next thing you know it, another friend brought over another friend. And now I'm the only guy in the middle table with a bunch of girls. So again, let me remind you, 3 sets of long tables. Left side, sausage fest. Middle was empty, no longer is. And on the right side, absolute joy, okay? All the good stuff, no sausage. Anyway, the cool thing it was a really good vibe because then someone from the guys table recognized me and I was like, oh yeah, dude, I remember you. Hey, I think we will go to college together or something. So we started talking. It was really cool. So that's it. Finally, people were starting to mix, but there were still a lot of shy guys. And then there was this one guy who I probably went drinking with like a few times. Not a friend of mine, just an acquaintance, being generous, call him acquaintance. Barely knew the guy. I saw him and I was like, you know, the guy thing where we look at each other, we acknowledge, we're like, hey, men. As the night progresses, everyone's having a good time. The birthday boy joins our table and we're like, hey, how you doing? Just all catching up and greeting happy birthday. Then he introduced us to more of his friends and that's it. Everyone's just mixing. It's getting great. No more of the sausage fest. Well, still a sausage fest, but now it was just less on the sausage, more of like a little weenie. And then that same guy that I saw from the corner of my eye, I just see him at the mini bar, just drinking as much as he could. And I was thinking, you know what? That's awesome, dude, because if I was you and it's free, I'd be getting drunk too. So at some point, my friend, she says, hey, I'm just gonna go out for a smoke. So she goes out for a smoke and I'm just there on a table alone. And me being a bit awkward, I was just like talking to the girls at my table. I was like, hey, how you doing? And also because like my Tagalog sucks. I have a really bad accent whenever I talk. So I was speaking English and sometimes I get really conscious of that. Anyway, they were talking to me and then all of a sudden I see that guy that I was talking about who was just drunk, just stumbled his way towards me. And he comes to me extending his hand like that. So I thought, okay, he wants a handshake. So I'm focused looking down at the hand. And the next thing I know it, his hand turns into a fist and he nails me in the side of my head. And at that point, I was just shocked at what's going on. He grabbed my collar and it was pulling it and just going to town on the side of my head. And at the time, I was like, whoa, what the hell just happened? At that time, I guess as a reflex, I was blocking it there. And when I managed to finally get my balance and stand up, by the way, my shirt now ruined. The buttons were ripped out and everything. Damn, it was sad. I really like that shirt. Anyway, I stand up and I'd like to think I was ready to punch him back, but unfortunately I didn't get the chance because when I stood up, that's when the sausage fest party decided to quickly jump up and restrain the guy. And then on my side, the girls were pulling me back. So I was just thinking, my pride, I want to punch the guy back. But when I look behind me, I'm getting held back by the other girls. And the cool thing was, right, I kid you not, some of the other girls just stood in between us and just started mouthing off to the guy that just punched me, telling him to off essentially in my honor, and was saying, oh, what the hell is wrong with you? We saw you getting drunk. This guy is super nice. He was just not doing anything. All smiles and you just come here and just, what the is your problem? So yeah, that was essentially the gist of it, because you know when people are super angry and flustered, they don't tend to make sense when they talk. At that point, the birthday celebrant just, I don't know where he was, but we just hear this thunderous voice. Basically, he's like this really tall guy, by the way, and he just made the room silent. He was like, hoy, putang ina, anong ginagawa mo? Like that, not to me though, to the guy. And he was like, you get the out. So he took him out, and the guy was wasted, stumbling everywhere, and his big brother was there as well. And then the birthday guy was like, Mike, I am so sorry. Please don't do anything. Let me handle this. And I was like, still really confused and shocked. I was like, yeah, but why did he punch me? And he was like, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. Next thing I know one girl had like a cloth, and which is basically because I think my ear was swelling a bit and just helping it subside. No, it wasn't a cloth, maybe just a cold drink. And the other girls were just talking, why did he do that? And they came to the conclusion like, yeah, maybe that guy is just jealous or something. I knew I should have just joined the sausage fest in the beginning. So anyway, after all that, the really cool thing was my friend who was like out for a smoke somehow missed the entire commotion, didn't even hear the music stop. She came back, so I guess she was pretty buzzed from drinking. She just like looks at me and just sees me surrounded by these girls who were just comforting me because, you know, I just been attacked. They were like, yo, Mike, what happened? And I was like, oh, you didn't hear? And one of the girls just explained for me and said that, yo, that guy, I don't know what the his problem is, he just went and attacked Mike. And yo, the smile on my friend's face just disappeared, and she got so pissed. She went out, she looked for the guy who's now on a curb, just like, and she was like, yo, get the up. And she was like wanting to fight the guy. And I was like thinking, damn, no, my friend is nuts. The guy, he wouldn't get up because she's a girl, the guy didn't want to lay a hand with him. But apparently attacking a defenseless guy and sucker punching him was okay. Yeah, that was that. And then later on, I guess not even 30 minutes later, my friend's boyfriend arrived, who is an absolute badass. And he's like 6 foot something, which is very tall for a Filipino, by the way. And he, you know, when people arrive, he's with his friends and they arrive to a party and everyone's smiling, getting ready to have a good time. But then he sees the scene, he was like, yo, Mike, what is going on? And he just sees me there, just like, I got punched and I was like, what? Who the hell did that to you? Again, just like the girlfriend, the smile from his face just disappeared, and then he just basically just loses his shit. He goes outside. Oh, and this guy, by the way, he's into MMA. His best friend is a Muay Thai fighter and so on. He goes, approaches the guy who's now, by the way, just sat there, still wasted, and he was like, get up, get up. The brother was like, no, please leave him alone. And then my friend, okay, we're gonna call him Mr. B for Mr. Badass, all right? So Mr. B was like, no, get up. I don't care if your brother is wasted. Your brother thinks he's a big man, yeah? Like attacking a guy, the nicest guy I know. Well, how about he attacks me, someone that's gonna fight back? And while the guy is just sat there, he's giving those Muay Thai kicks that freaking, like, if it hits you, it's like getting hit by a bamboo. Have you ever been hit by bamboo? If you're Asian, you've been hit by a broom because you were naughty, then you'll know what I'm talking about. And anyway, at the end of the night, the big brother just made the call and quickly called like a tricycle to take him away, and then he got like a cab and went somewhere else. So that's it. My honor was restored, I guess, because I guess the power of friendship won. But unfortunately, my orange shirt didn't make it. Luckily, however, I went to Uniqlo when we were allowed to, and I saw, hey, this shirt's being sold for $2.99. I got it. Why does no one want to buy these orange shirts? They're awesome. So I got it, and now I've got my orange shirt again. Oh, and by the way, at the time that I got attacked, like for a good week, I thought I had like brain damage or something because I couldn't get angry. Like every time people were asking me about it, they were like, dude, do you want us to do something about it? And I'm like, I don't really care. Whatever, man. It's fine. Just let it go. I just thought like maybe something got knocked out of my head where I just couldn't get angry anymore. But it's okay. After a week, I was good again, and I could be bitter at people and mean. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. So that's story time. I apologize if it was quite long, but I hope you enjoyed it. That was me in another life when I was still a college kid that was drinking lots and lots of alcohol back in the Philippines because it was cheap, it was good, and back then my body could take it. Now I look back and think, why did I drink so much? And how did I drink so much? That's that. So if anyone has a similar experience or just wants to share something in comments, feel free. Has anything nuts like that happened to you before? Oh, we need justice for the orange shirts. Damn. Back to the normal stuff. If you have any questions, confessions, or anything you just want to get off your chest, you can send them to the email in the description below. If you are not subscribed but you are enjoying the content, please do consider subscribing and clicking on the notification bell so that you are kept up to date whenever I upload a new video. And please do like and share and comment, as it really does help promote the growth of this channel. And I'd like to just plug in my Twitch. So for those of you that I don't already know, I've been streaming on Twitch for just over 6 months now, and it has been an absolutely amazing experience. It's great. The community that we've managed to build there is not only growing, but it's full of amazing individuals. And honestly, it's these people that make the community what it is. I invite you to become a part of that if you are awesome or just want to just meet awesome people. So yeah, I invite you to check out my Twitch. I normally stream JRPG games during the week, and then in the evenings I play multiplayer games like Smash Bros, Mario Kart, Splatoon, and lately Monster Hunter has taken over my soul. So yeah, I play those games with viewers. It's a really great experience. And I'd also want to give a big shout out to my tier 3 subscribers. So it's not much, but it's one of the ways that I like to give back to those people that give me support and that actually enjoy watching me. So thank you so much. A big shout out to my first ever tier 3 sub, Sprudel, for his little drawing I did for her. And my second tier 3, the Bumble Bomb. Again, thank you, Kuya. And Nikki Please, my latest tier 3 sub. So these are little drawings I've done for them. Like I said, I want to be able to give back to them just because honestly, streaming is fun, but it wouldn't be nearly as enjoyable if it wasn't for the people watching and just hanging out with me. So thank you, big love to all of you. Thank you so much. So that's that. One more rundown. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And do send me emails to the email in the description below. And I look forward to reading it in the next video. So until then, see ya.